Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video. This is a 2-week update, a postpartum update on me and my baby Trajan. Anyways, we're both doing great. He went to his 2-week well baby exam, I guess, 2-week well baby exam, and he gained 9 ounces, which was great since they were worried about his weight dropping so low when we were in the hospital. But my milk hadn't come in, but now I have so much milk that he's gaining quickly. So I'm glad that he's above his birth weight now, and he should continue gaining a lot of ounces every week. And he sleeps most of the day and night. He's only up for a little bit, and the pediatrician said that I need to try and get him to stay awake longer in between naps, because otherwise he's just going to be overly tired all the time sleeping so much, which I understand. And he said I need to try and get him to not nurse to go to sleep and just be able to just go to sleep on his own after a while, after nursing. And yes, I'm going to try that, because I don't want to nurse him every time to go to sleep, because what if he has to stay overnight somewhere where I'm not around when it's time for him to go to bed? Like, he can't depend on me to help him go to sleep. And so I'm going to try to figure that one out. The pediatrician gave me good tips on how to figure that out for him. He loves to be swaddled. Like, I have three of those swaddler things, with the Velcro, which I love because they're just so easy. You don't have to worry about them all coming apart like receiving blankets, because we have those too. So I use receiving blankets when he's not in a swaddler. And I got 2 as a baby shower gift, and then I got 1 for free when I left the hospital. They give you a free coupon to use at the store downstairs to get your free swaddler. And I was like, that's awesome. Because those things are not cheap, So I have 3 of them, so we alternate between them and the receiving blankets. And he just loves it. He doesn't like being all out and open. He loves sleeping in the rock and play. That thing is amazing. I guess they feel so comforted and snuggled too, on top of wearing the swaddler. And so during the day, I put him in the rock and play, and then at night he's in the bassinet pack and play, which I think he's getting used to now. When we first brought him home, he didn't really like sleeping in, I think, because it was so open. But now he sleeps fine in it, as long as he's swaddled. Breastfeeding is going great this week. I've had so much milk, I've been engorged, that he hasn't had any issues on feeding, and I don't mind at all. And he's been eating every 2 hours or so, but his naps have been getting longer and longer. So I think that's an indication that he's getting fuller and fuller, because I think he used to wake up because he was hungry. But now that he's getting fuller, he can sleep longer. And since I had so much milk, I've been pumping too. So I've been storing milk in the fridge and freezer in storage bags for in the future, because maybe he decides he doesn't want to breastfeed anymore, but we'll still have some in a bottle for him. So I'm just gonna start stocking up on breast milk so he can always have it in the future, or when he needs to go to grandma's house or something, or I'm not around and my husband has to watch him. He can't depend on me, So that's the thing I've been doing. I've been trying to pump at least once a day. We haven't introduced pacifiers yet, because I said that you should get used to breastfeeding first before giving him pacifiers, because you don't want him to start depending on pacifier or working less on getting your breast milk because pacifiers are so much easier to suck on. So I think in the next week or so, I'm gonna start giving him pacifiers to see how he does. He might not even like them. You never know. My mom said, like, I only liked the pacifier until I was like 6 months old, and then I was like, forget about it. I don't want it anymore. As for me, I'm still pretty sore since I had a C-section. I'm starting to get back to normal. My biggest issue was my legs and my feet. They were just swollen from like water retention, I guess they say. And it was really bad. Like, I couldn't even wear shoes, and I was wearing flip-flops, and then it got so bad that like I could barely even put flip-flops on because my feet were so swollen. And I could only walk around like a little bit at a time, and it was rough. But they're finally, after 2 weeks, they're finally almost back to normal. They're still a little swollen and very, very sore. I think they ended up being sore from it being so swollen for so long that my body's just trying to get used to it not being so swollen anymore. Oh, I feel so much better now. Like, I couldn't even go up and down stairs without it hurting because I could barely bend like my ankle to go up and down the stairs. And of course, like, I have things to do. Like, I still gotta do things around the house. Like, I can't be lifting things and stuff because of my C-section, but you know, I need to be able to do something. I just can't sit around with my feet propped up all day, taking care of a toddler and a newborn. Now I'm able to walk around. It still hurts though, but not as bad as it was. My incision, like, it's amazing. You can barely tell it's there, but I still have the little tape that they put on it. All of them have fallen off except 2 where it hasn't healed, and hopefully it heals soon. I think it hasn't healed because the tape's kind of overlapping, and all the other tape wasn't overlapping like these 2 were. So hopefully they fall off soon because they told me not to take them off until they start falling off, and that's what happened with the others. They were like halfway peeling off, and so then I just took them off and haven't had any issues since then. But my abdomen is so sore, like I still can't do a lot of things, but every day it's getting better. And right now I'm only taking ibuprofen. I'm not sure if it helps or not because I mean I haven't not taken it. But I'm about to run out of the prescribed ibuprofen, so I guess we'll find out. I'm actually amazed at how my stomach looks. Like, it's gone down so much. It's almost exactly to the size it was before I got pregnant, because I was a little pudgy in my stomach before I got pregnant. But now it's almost back to that point, but it's still not there yet. Like, I know I still have, I still know like my uterus is still shrinking, and my stomach feels like jelly. It feels so weird and looks weird. So hopefully it starts looking like it used to soon. If not, oh well, nobody sees my stomach anyway. But I'm glad with the outcome, and I never got stretch marks the whole time, and still don't have stretch marks. I only have the stretch marks that I started with before pregnancy on my hips and on my leg. But yeah, they didn't get bigger or smaller or anything. They're still there and the same. But no stretch marks on my stomach. I really want to weigh myself, but our scale, I think it's out of battery, like the battery's dying, so it keeps saying that like I'm only like 103 pounds. And I know I'm not 103 pounds because I haven't been 103 pounds in like 4 or 5 years. We went to the store today and I forgot to write down what kind of battery it takes. It doesn't take a regular battery. I think it takes like a watch battery or something. So I really need to go get that so I can weigh myself and see where I am. Because I really don't want to wait till my 6-week postpartum appointment to find out how much I weigh. and it'd be just nice to know. Because I didn't gain much weight. I think I only gained 14 pounds my last appointment before I went into labor. He weighed me and I was only 14 more pounds than pre-pregnancy. So that's the only thing that I really wonder about is my weight. Like, I'm not pressed on it. Like, oh well, if I'm not back to my pre-pregnancy weight, not a big deal. I got plenty of time to worry about it or not worry about it. It's just interesting to know, like, if it all went away or not. Because, as they breastfeeding, you lose the weight quicker because you're like burning so many calories. Well, my niece, she's adjusting well to having him in the house. The first day or two, it was rough because, she's used to being the only one. And she was gone for 4 days. She was away from home, so she was out of her routine, so she was coming back, and it was just all so different for her. But now she's getting back into it. We have to start all over on the potty training. She was 2 days in regular big girl underwear and no accidents. And now she's back to being in pull-ups and peeing them all the time and not going to the potty unless we tell her to. So we have to start back on that because I don't want to be worrying about buying pull-ups and diapers for both of them. But I think that's it for our update. Sorry he's not in the he's not in this video, our baby, because he's sleeping still. But I'll be sure to put a picture of what he looks like now, being 2 weeks old. Because, they change so much from birth to 2 weeks old. The next update on him will be at a month old. So stay tuned for that. That'll be around the end of the month. August 21st will be a month. He'll be a month old. So yes, around August 21st. Probably after his appointment, then I'll have an update on him and me, on how we've been and the family. Anyways, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my videos, and check out my past ones on how we got to having our baby. See you next time. Bye.